and everything, you know, and I don't know if I'd be very comfortable.
Sean, don't worry about a thing. The people at Coliseum want to congratulate you personally for the job you did on Super Tape 4.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. I want you to deliver this master to them.
Master tape.
Absolutely. Master tapes would be very careful with that, okay?
Okay.
By the way, babe, I saw your job on Super Tape 3. Oh, I thought it was great.
Oh, you really thought so, huh?
Listen, I packed some sodas, some sandwiches for you. You have a great trip, all right?
Well, wait a minute. How long a trip is this going to be?
Oh, don't worry about a thing. We got the Coliseum video van for you. Got a great professional driver and tour guide.
Well, this guy really knows what he's doing, huh?
Absolutely.
He's really been around.
Knows the roads like the back of his hand.
Well, okay. You're sure he knows where we're going?
Absolutely. Listen, you have a good time? Say hi to the folks at Coliseum for me.
I guess it shouldn't be, that tough. I mean, we got sodas and sandwiches and... Oh, Kevin, who am I asking for when I get there? Kevin? Well, we're just about ready to set off on our little trip. Really shouldn't be that much of a problem. I mean, all I have to do is go to Coliseum Video, meet with those fine people about Super Tape 4, and what am I going to say to these people? Well, at least I'm officially dressed for it. Guess I'll think of something. At least I don't have to worry about getting there. I mean, after all, Kevin did supply me with the official Coliseum video van and a professional driver. Let's not forget that. Well, we might as well meet him. Hey, this is really nice.
I say, hold it.
Alfred!
There will be no food or beverages inside this van. I want it in immaculate condition, not a crumb in this vehicle at all.
Well, never mind all that. You're the professional driver and tour guide?
I count those two skills amongst my many accomplishments, yes.
And you know exactly where we're going?
Of course I do. The world headquarters of the WWF.
No, we're going to Coliseum Video. I have to meet with some very important people. I'm presenting Super Tape 4.
No problem, dear boy. No problem whatsoever. I'm not without my navigational skills, such as somebody like you. Get in.
Oh, all right. You sure you know where we're going?
Of course I know where we're going.
Okay.
Do be careful.
Well, before we cast off, why don't you take a look at this match involving the Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Perfect, and the Texas Tornado. But first, we'll hear some comments from the Flawless One.
I don't see any wind. I don't feel any big breeze. I don't feel any big gust of wind from any tornado. I certainly see the gold on Mr. Perfect. You know, Texas Tornado, everybody knows you have the right ability and you've got what it takes to be a champion. No matter how good you really are, Tornado, no matter what assets you bring into that ring, you remember one thing. I am what I say I am, and I say I'm perfect. I do feel a little draft. We'll blow him away. From his big mouth. Yeah.
The following contest is scheduled for the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental title. Making his way toward the ring, weighing in 257 pounds, here is the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Perfect!
Profile and perfection. The Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Perfect. Two-time champion. Well taken one time before and he vowed to get it back. That's exactly what he did. Well, the controversy over that decision still rages on. But no doubts.
And the challenger.
Securely around the waist of the Flawless One.
That is so short. At least he had the skills and abilities behind his statements to back everything up. However, Texas Tornado is a man who could easily unseat Mr. Perfect again.
Yes, indeed, here's the man that Mr. Perfect took the belt from. And this is the superstar from Denton, Texas, chance to get it back. And he comes back with a flurry of blows before Mr. Perfect deposits him over the top rope. Took the time to take off his robe. That turned out to be a big mistake.
It was a mistake, you're right, Sean. Tremendous action there from both men. And I really did think for the moment that the Tornado had taken a sneaky edge on Mr. Perfect. However, he's following it up very well indeed.
Well, I think we expected...
Tornado, blow outside.
We expected this match to be totally out of control. And that's exactly what has has taken place so far. Kerry Von Erich already nails Mr. Perfect with the tornado punch. And I'm sure he's still trying to recover from that as he attempts to get back into the ring.
Well, what the Tornado must do here is not concentrate on trying to knock his man outside the ring. It's to get him inside and get a clean fall, because unless he does that, he is not going to win that championship belt back. Perfect backing off, I don't believe it.
And the Texas Tornado went on fire thus far in this encounter.
Well, in the first few minutes, Sean, he has certainly shaken up Mr. Perfect, and Mr. Perfect hasn't been able to use that speed that we know he's become really famous for. His blistering attack has somewhat faltered. However, look at this, he's beginning to get some confidence back into his stride. Oh! A tornado shot to the midriff there. I don't think I've seen that one from the Tornado before.
Not only is Kerry Von Erich after championship gold, has had vengeance in this encounter. Still seething over the loss of the Intercontinental belt. And I think that no matter what, he plans to leave with some satisfaction.
I think he does plan that, Sean, you're absolutely right. But if I were he, at this moment, I would try to forget that, get that off my mind, think about getting the belt first. Once that's in your possession, then think about revenge. Think about getting your own back. At the moment, I think this is a bad ploy by the Tornado, but I could be wrong. Look what he's doing to Mr. Perfect.
He's been hard in the corner, so hard, in fact. The Flawless One does a 360.
The claw! He's got the claw on him, and this is a most damaging hold. Unfortunately, a shot to the eye stopped that.
Fortunately for Mr. Perfect, it works. And now he goes after the Texas Tornado. Good angle on those shots to the chin. Comes across with a sleeper hold. And the Tornado break free. What a great match to include on Coliseum Video Super Tape, Lord Alfred Hayes. Exclusive encounter.
Indeed it is. These are certainly superstars. Both men great wrestlers with tremendous ability, but at the moment they're showing how tough, how powerful they are. And here's the Tornado gritting his teeth, hanging in against that sleeper hold being applied by Mr. Perfect, and very successfully being applied.
The referee moves in, trying to check on the condition of the Tornado. We get a 3 count, it will be all over. Mr. Perfect, the winner, through submission. Well, it's about 2.5, and that's it.
There's that courage showing through with the Texas Tornado. Kerry Von Erich, really a powerful man. Block from the great wrestling moves.
Mr. Perfect showing those lightning reflexes. All that power behind the Tornado punch. And the Flawless One got the arm up to block it. Didn't even know how he saw it coming.
Very heads up, very alert motions there by Mr. Perfect. Another great move by Perfect. And we were so close to that.
Tornado comes charging in, slams that shoulder into the ring post. And Mr. Perfect busy in the opposite corner. Just took the turnbuckle off.
Showing great camera work by our Coliseum video cameraman here. Taking us right inside the ring, right to where the action is. A close-up here now of Mr. Perfect trying to do something very dastardly there.
Exposing that metal. And I think we know what he has in mind. The Tornado blocks it. He almost didn't, though.
That was awfully close. Tornado seems to be absolutely inspired by that. Oh, he hit him with the Tornado punch. He'll never get back in now.
Right over the top rope goes Mr. Perfect. Tornado wasn't done, and you just saw the incredible collision with Gary Von Erich's hand in the ring post as he tried to get Mr. Perfect with a tornado punch again.
Oh, over the top into the iron steel post there. Mr. Perfect really beating up Mel Tornado, who was so unlucky just then to smash his wrist into that steel corner post.
Could have easily broken a few bones in that hand. Tries to go for the cover. Mr. Perfect enraged. He thought the count was slow. Wallace was attempting to lock in the perfect plex. This move has ended a lot of encounters. Could this be it for the Texas Tornado? Slams it in. 1, 2. No! The Texas Tornado breaks free. And how often have you seen that, Lord Alfred
I
Hayes?
have never ever seen that. How did he do that, Sean? What a move of absolute power and energy. And then, oh, the 11th count, look at this. The claw is on firmly fixed, and I've never seen anybody break from that. Can Perfect show him likewise?
Really having its effect on the Intercontinental Champion.
He's sinking, Sean. Perfect is going down.
Draining the power from the flawless one. Oh. And Mr. Perfect resorts to any tactic, draws in the referee. And he is out of it. Texas Tornado gets Mr. Perfect with a tornado punch again. Here's a cover.
Oh, my word. I thought that was going to be a history-making match there with the title going to Tornado. Once again, I ask you, Sean, how could Mr. Perfect find the courage and the strength to burst out of that hole?
Well, these are both very gifted athletes. Lord Alfred Hayes, but I would say they are performing way beyond their limits right now.
You're so right, that's above and beyond anything I've seen either of them accomplish.
Well, we've got a
Here
bell.
is
Not
your
quite
winner.
sure what the decision
As
is.
a
Here's the
result
official
of a
word.
disqualification, the Texas Tornado.
Do I hear that right, Sean?
Rising decision.
That Mr. Perfect was disqualified? That's
That's
incredible.
the official word, Lord Alfred Hayes, but this battle isn't over yet. The superstar wants it to end. As this war continues between these two.
Well, that was a very late judgment by the referee. Nevertheless, the Texas Tornado is the winner, but he is not going to get the championship because you cannot win it through a disqualification.
From Union City, Tennessee, weighing 228 pounds, the Birdman, Koko Beware!
Everybody get up, everybody get down. Give us
Well, Bobby Heenan, I know you're not too fond of the Birdman, but I saw you tapping your feet.
You know why?
Why?
Look what the bird did.
Oh, gee.
Right there, right on my shoe.
It's on my loafer.
You know, $1,200 shoes. Ugh. Anybody got a towel?
Birdman, dressed quite colorfully, should say.
And his opponent,
As usual.
This is gonna be a great
weighing
match.
244 pounds, Tito Santana!
Big favorite here at Madison Square Garden, Tito Santana.
You know, they're both big favorites everywhere they go.
Yes,
Tito's
they
in great
certainly
shape. You know, as much as I don't like Tito Santana and don't like Koko, no particular reason, I just don't like them. But they're both in great shape and they're both great athletes. You got to give them that. And for everybody who likes scientific, good on the mat, up and down wrestling, you're going to see it here. Now, if you want to see a great match, well, then you're going to have to watch a member of my family. This
I
will be a
knew it.
good
I
match.
knew you just could not compliment two superstars and leave it at that. You always have to put the disclaimer on there. You couldn't just say that
Well,
these are two very gifted athletes in the
well,
ring at this time. No, you always got to bring your family somehow on top.
I apologize. These are two very, very good gifted athletes.
Thank you.
Of course, if I was
There we
managing-
go
Well,
again.
I won't say nothing.
This is a very interesting matchup here between the Birdman, Koko Beware, and Tito Santana. And each known for their different talents I would say as far
Worried
as
about
skill
me
goes,
now. Look at Coco's already worrying about me. Worry about him. See?
certainly is going to have his
See
problems
what a
here against
dummy?
Tito Santana.
He took his eyes off him and looked at me.
Well, I'm not going to tell everybody what I saw you.
No. I
Type
meant
of-
he's number one. That's the gesture.
I don't think he got that clearly either.
Well, it's a sweat in his eyes. It was the index. Just so he knows. Well, you like that bird?
Oh, it's beautiful.
How do you like it? Extra crispy or regular?
Talking about as a pet.
Pat.
Would you like seeing that having Frankie in your living room?
Oh, it'd be lovely. Have everybody come over.
Sunflower seeds.
Everybody come over and put galoshes on you. That'd be great. Need to put him in
Now
a big.
see right there, you show the great sportsmanship between these two superstars. Shaking hands. They're here for the competition. There is no grudge between these two.
But it could happen.
It's like a good match.
You know, they get so competitive and the things go back and forth each way. They're going to get hot. They wouldn't be good competitors if they
We'll
didn't.
see about that, Bobby Heenan. I happen to think these are
Well, I don't say they're going to reach the point where
level-headed superstars who just enjoy great match.
They're not going to reach the point where they're going to be hitting each other with chairs and stuff and out on the floor, but I'm going to guarantee you tempers are going to flare because they're both that way. They're competitive.
Now, if Tito Santana were in the ring right now with the model Rick Martel, I would say it would be a completely different story.
Yeah, Tito would be begging.
I think he'd be a little more fired up in the temper department. Good back and forth here between Koko Beware and Tito Santana.
Very good.
Series of reversals.
Very
And
good.
now Koko holding on.
Excellent.
Brings him over.
Good move. Could have been a little quicker, though. A little more of a snap to it.
Oh, Koko complaining to the referee at this point.
See? Starting to lose it.
I think it's starting to heat up.
It will. It has to. If they weren't competitors, they wouldn't be in the World Wrestling Federation. They both want to win. This is Madison Square Garden. Nobody wants to walk out of here the loser.
Well, I think you would agree, though. You've seen these two together before. They're pretty good friends. I would
Yes,
hate to see this erupt into.
Well, they are friends, as far as I know. But I'll tell you, when it comes to that paycheck, you don't have a friend.
Shoulder block there by Tito Santana. Down goes Koko.
Whoa!
What a hip toss. Misses with the elbow. Great series there by Tito Santana. Bobby Heenan, I would say at this point it's been dead even between these two. I think we both knew this was going to be a great match.
Here we go. I told you.
Oh,
Tito pulled the hair.
no more handshakes at this point. Now those handshakes have turned to shoves. Oh,
You don't want to get
really
Tito
sorry
hot.
to see this happening, Bobby Heenan.
I like it. I like a good fight with friends. I like a good divorce.
And you can see the intense looks. Now, wait a minute. Tito wants to just cast it all aside and start over. He
Did you see
doesn't
War
want
of
to
the
get any
Roses?
bad tension between the two of them. Yes.
Oh, it's my favorite movie. Loved it
Now, why
when they
does
were
that
fighting.
not surprise me that you would like misery between two people? Koko. Well, it goes after Tito, and now this is really erupted.
Coco's hungry. Coco wants that money. This is Madison Square Garden. He walks out of here with a win over Tito Santana, and the winner's share of that money. His name looks pretty good when it comes time for contracts.
Surprised by the behavior of Koko Beware. It looked as though Tito wanted to really cool it, but Koko was not going to have it. He went right after Tito.
This is surprising me. I thought it would heat up. I didn't think he'd throw Tito out of the ring like that. I like the competitiveness in Koko.
Another thing, Bobby Heenan, I'm sure you're aware of, it seems as though this crowd has really been split at this point. Seems as though half are rooting for the man from Tacula, Mexico, and the other for the Birdman.
I wonder what it's like in downtown Tacula.
Well, I haven't had the pleasure of visiting. I'm sure it's a nice little
Berg.
Mexican town. And,
I wonder what the skyscrapers are like there, huh?
well, I doubt there's any skyscrapers, but, you know, it's probably a quaint little town. You probably get some great food,
Oh, yeah.
nice mementos.
Sick for 30 years.
Koko really keeping up the onslaught here. He drives Tito's shoulder into the ring post.
They don't make enough rollways to get you to Tacula healthy.
Well, maybe there was something said in the verbal exchange or something that really set Koko off, because
I think Tito made a remark about his bird.
That could have been true, but I would be surprised to hear that that was something Tito would do. So
You don't want to be compared to your bird.
I won't touch that one. Rather call the action here. Coco with a forearm now. He stays after Tito Santana. And they were friends before. They certainly are not now. As Tito fires back.
See, Coco's big mistake was throwing Tito out of the ring. It gave Tito time to get back all his air.
Hard into the corner. Tito charges in.
You don't have him. You don't have him. He didn't get him good there either, though.
Nails him with the atomic drop. And this has really gone back and forth between these two superstars. Coco going for the cover here, does not hook the leg, allowing Santana to kick out rather easily. I don't even think we got a count of two, Bobby Heenan.
Barely a count of two. You can't tell with the referee. Sometimes he says two, he means three. He don't know. Very few can count to three. I wish I could get a referee.
Coco beat.
That'd be fair, too.
I'd like to see that. Especially,
What were you saying?
Especially if one of your family members were in the ring at the same time.
Well,
but
now-
I think we can rest assured President Jack Tunney would never let that happen.
In the event it did happen, being in that position, I'd have to be fair. I'd have to be impartial. I could do it.
Obviously, you've never been afraid of these circumstances before, Bobby Heenan. Why on earth do you say that you would be fair?
Well, because I'd have that job as a referee. I'd have to, at least I have pride in myself and what I do. What do you think I am? Just a charlatan? A guy who would rip a guy off? Come on.
Back to the action. Saw a good bird's eye view there. Frankie's point of view.
Well, he'd look great in a bag of shake and bake, wouldn't he?
Please. Coco.
What's your
Kicking
favorite?
Tito Santana.
What's your favorite part of the parrot?
Never tried the delicacy before. Brain.
I like the beak.
Just
You're showing me something, Coco. Stay on
staying
him.
after him.
Whoa!
I'm rather surprised that Santana has been so resilient. He really nailed him with his boots.
Slap across the face. I like it. Another slap across the face. This Coco's got spunk.
Perhaps you may find somebody else for the family the way the Birdman is behaving tonight. Using some really low tactics.
Well, tactics, he's trying to win the match.
This has turned into a brawl.
Good. What we want.
Look more like a boxing match.
We don't want to see two pansies roll around in an arm lock, do we? We want to see some teeth come flying out of that yap. Lips swell up and eye close. That's what I like to see.
This is not resembling a wrestling match at all at this point. We've gotten into fisticuffs and referee
Coco's-
Dave Hebner having no luck at all in breaking them apart.
I tell you, Coco's ahead on points.
Body slam by the Birdman. As we return to some order of a wrestling encounter.
Coco may have taken a little too much time.
Coco Beware going all the way up to the top. We know how dangerous he is from that point. Santana rolls away.
He could have blown a knee right there, pal.
Perhaps he did. He really came down hard.
No, he's all right.
Santana blocking and following up with his own. Good right there. Down goes Coco.
Whoa! What a slam! Another one.
Santana comes back with a flurry of moves. And now it's Coco who wants him to let up. And Frankie is really stirring over on his stand, not wanting to witness this.
You don't know who he's going home with.
Turns him around, sets him up here for the atomic drop.
Whoa!
Point accuracy.
You don't know if he's going to spend the night with Coco in a cage or in a pot with Tabasco sauce.
This is with a
He's got-
clothesline both men.
Oh!
It's
The flying jalapeno!
Flying forearm. Bobby Heenan hooks
He
the
got
leg.
him! He was lucky. That could have gone to Coco Beware at any time.
Oh, man.
That was a great match.
Tremendous end to this encounter. Tito Santana, let's get the official word. We just witnessed a tremendous match between the Birdman Coco Beware and Tito Santana. Your Lordship, do you happen to catch some of the action?
The consummate driver, Sean, never allows his attention to be diverted from the road. Get out of the way.
Excuse me.
Rabbit.
Alfred, you sure you know where we're going? It's beginning to look a bit rural around here.
My dear fellow, I've told you before. I know precisely
Alfred.
where we are at all
Alfred,
times.
you better look where you're going right now.
I never...
I think we better get back to Super Tape 4. Let's take a look at some WWF superstars, past and present, who have turned their talents to broadcasting in a feature we call From the Mat to the Mic. And you're in this feature as well, Your Lordship, but keep your eyes on the road.
Right you are.
Oh, look at this! Airplane spin! Going round and round. Down he goes. And there's Gorilla Monsoon, who could do anything in the world he wanted to at the moment. Monsoon could do anything to Ali. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Madison Square Garden and the World Wrestling Federation. I'm Gorilla Monsoon, along with his lordship, Alfred Hayes, and we've got a blockbuster of a lineup here for you tonight in Madison Square Garden. Hello, everyone. I'm Gorilla Monsoon for Coliseum Home Video, and you know, folks, at least once a day, someone will come up to me and say, Gorilla, how did you make the transition from professional wrestler to professional broadcaster? Well, folks, believe me, it was easy. I got tired of those young guys beating on my old body. Now, to be serious, it was a fun move for me. It was exciting. It still is exciting, and it gives me a chance to let you in on some of the insights, some of the inside of what's going through the mind of the professional wrestlers that you're seeing today. It also gives me an opportunity to tell you what I feel is right and what's wrong here in the World Wrestling Federation. And of course, now that I'm working with President Jack Tunney of the World Wrestling Federation, you're going to be seeing and hearing a whole lot more of what the Gorilla thinks of what's going on here in the World Wrestling Federation. So for Coliseum Home Video, this is Gorilla Monsoon saying, I'll be looking for you.
Just attacking him with a vengeance. Piper in control now. Sends Haku to the rope, sets him up. Ooh, tremendous maneuver. He drove Haku straight up into the air and let him fall flat right on his face. Roddy Piper suplexing Haku. Hooks the leg, he may get him too. Yes, he gets him at three.
What did he do? Arm swing away? No! But this week, he's up to play it again. He could strike out, or he could hit a grand slam. Let's get rowdy! So you want to know what it's like coming from the ring into the announcer's booth, huh? Like they're talking to me like I'm all washed up, like it's all over. I'd fight anybody, anytime. Of course, in the announcing booth, what's kind of fun, when McMahon gets really ticked, you get to see the varicose vein in his nose go boom, 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 boom. And that nice purple jacket that he wears changes a nice shade of red. And then you get to see Savage with the varicose veins. You know what would help that voice, Savage? A little colon cleanser. Wash that right out of. Anyway, probably the best part about it is I get to sit and watch other people being beaten up.
Well, I must say it was a tremendous thrill for me to team up one time only with Hulk Hogan in a matchup against Mr. Fuji and George the Animal Steele. I retired after that one scant victory, and of course now I feel a much more comfortable on this side of the microphone as one of the broadcasters here on the World Wrestling Federation. Oh, I've had an odd job here and there. I sold aluminum siding. Well, drove cab down in Charleston, South Carolina, a couple of paper routes, but nonetheless, I feel quite comfortable here Mike's side in the World Wrestling Federation as an announcer. Very comfortable.
watching the end. Look at, he's going again.
You're watching the end of the Ultimate Warrior. The Macho Man is on the air, and what a beautiful arrangement. I'm blossoming now, dig it?
Ooh, yeah, from the mat to the mic. A small step it seems, but it's harder than that, yeah. I remember being inside that squared circle, and when I was there, I fought the best, yeah. I fought 7'5", 550-pound Andre the Giant, and I fought him toe-to-toe. Oh, yeah. And I also fought the 3-time World Wrestling Federation champion, Hulk Hogan, yeah, who some say was the greatest of all time, yeah. And I fought him, and I think he remembers the Macho Man Randy Savage. And then there was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and Tito Santana, and the Ultimate Warrior, and the names go on and on and on and on, and all of a sudden, President Jack Tunney, with a stipulation in the World Wrestling Federation, WrestleMania 7 brought the career of the Macho Man Randy Savage to an abrupt end. Right when I was at my peak, yeah. Guess what? I went to the top of the mountain, yeah. I became the World Wrestling Federation champion. And I attained that goal through intensity, yeah. And the same intensity will be when I am the world's greatest broadcaster, yeah. The Macho Man Randy Savage, calling it as it is, giving you insight that other people never even experienced. I am what I am, and I am a broadcaster for the World Wrestling Federation. And I like it, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it a lot. Oh, yeah. And I call it like I see it, and I see it like I see it. And that's the way that it is, from the mat to the microphone. Ooh, yeah! Dig it!
Well, so far, with the exception of Lord Alfred Hayes, we have all seen some great action right here on Super Tape 4, and there is still a lot more to come. Right now, it's time for our fan favorite match. Lauren Goodman of Wichita, Kansas, requested to see an encounter between The Undertaker and the sailing superstar Tugboat.
Oh, drat.
Lordship, you having a bit of a problem?
I think there's a spot of engine trouble here, Sean. Oh, drat, I didn't expect this. I'll have to pull over.
Oh,
I hope you don't
kidding.
mind about this. Oh, gosh. This is just dreadful.
Oh, while we check out the van, why don't you check out the fan favorite match?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Accompanied to the ring by his manager, Brother Love. From Death Valley, here is The Undertaker.
Being from Death Valley, he might have a little more sun on his face. I guess he does not come out during the day. Lord Alfred Hayes.
No, I don't think he does.
My, look at that cold stare. The unblinking eyes.
If he did come out during the daytime, I'm sure he'd clear the streets in a hurry.
Yes. Can you imagine running into him at night?
Oh, gosh. Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Oh.
He must have gotten a close look at The Undertaker. That is the usual reaction when he arrives at an arena.
Sean, I know you always try to hide your feelings, but even you showed a little sort of grimace there as he came out.
Well, Lord Alfred, it is very difficult to remain unaffected by his presence. You get a very eerie feeling when you're anywhere near that superstar.
There's a sort of a cold shiver runs up your spine.
Well, here's a superstar who would like to send him into the sea of defeat. It's anchors away with the arrival of Tugboat. And Lord Alfred Hayes, you know, this is an exclusive matchup. Coliseum Video.
Yes, how they secured this match is beyond me, because I don't think The Undertaker ever wanted to face anybody like Tugboat, yet he must.
I'd say this is going to be a super match for Super Tape.
Absolutely. Super Tapes have been so good with their matches, all exclusive matches, just a Coliseum Video. And I'm so lucky that we're sitting here, Sean, and we're not right in the ring with those two.
Two behemoths lock up, but briefly. Neither one giving an inch. Talk about mass inside the squared circle. Tugboat shoves the Undertaker away. He comes off the rope. Brother Love not too pleased with the outcome of that.
Wow.
Tugboat.
Oh, gosh.
All that massive girth slamming into the Undertaker. He took one step back. I think that would have sent the common man back up into about the 5th row.
I think so too. You know, we got a good chance to measure these two up to each other as they stood nose to nose then. Tugboat is 6'8", so that really places the Undertaker around 6'10", I would imagine.
Yeah. Tugboat steps over. Oh, and the Undertaker looked as though he were going to attempt a leapfrog, changed his mind, and just brought his knee right into the shoulder of the big boss man, of Tugboat.
That was
way
really
off in that one.
A most innovative move there by the Undertaker. As you say, quite rightly, he went for that leapfrog, realized he couldn't make that tremendous height, and changed it into a knee straight to the side of the face. A great move by the Undertaker.
He's Tugboat over with the flying mare. That's a drop and elbow. The Tugboat full speed ahead out of the way of that one.
And that move certainly knocked some of the starch out of the Undertaker. In fact, I've never seen the Undertaker down twice like this. I don't think I've ever seen him taken off his feet before, Sean.
Tugboat really nails the Undertaker with that clothesline. He was not just taken off his feet, he sailed off his feet, Lord Alfred Hayes.
He did. Tugboat.
And down again is the Undertaker.
Oh, Tugboat a little slow there. I was about to say that. He was beginning to get a little touch of too much confidence, and you cannot do that against a man like the Undertaker.
And now the sailing superstar in a little bit of trouble. A whole lot of trouble, stretched out across the second rope as the Pale Destroyer keeps up the onslaught. Tugboat struggles to his feet, but still in the corner. And he is trapped.
Well, Tugboat, who had most of this match in the opening moments, or minutes I should say in fact, has now fallen behind. And this is where Tugboat has got to rely upon that courage and grit that he does possess. We know he's not short on that. Oh, good move there by Tugboat. Very heads up, very alert. Is it enough? No.
Oh, the Undertaker uses a leverage here. But he cannot keep Tugboat down. The Undertaker almost inhuman, Lord Alfred Hayes. Did you see the force he went into the corner?
Yes, I did.
Slammed his elbow into the turnbuckle. He did not even wince.
No.
Look at this, pounding his head into Tugboat's spine. Doesn't appear to be any part of his body that takes any pain at all. Shows any anyway.
No, definitely not. He can really take a lot of heavy blows and still come back. But he's taking some more heavy blows now. And there he is, coming right back, striking again. What an incredible, exciting man he is, even though he is so ominous and deadly.
Has a wrist lock on Tugboat now. Goes up to the top rope. Tugboat brings up the other arm to try and break free. And just slingshots the Undertaker across the ring.
Great raw power being shown there by Tugboat. He really has done. Oh,
power slam!
Beautifully timed power slam. But what happened there? He couldn't hold his man down. Sean, I didn't quite see that. Did he hit his head as he came down? I think he did.
Not quite sure what injury Tugboat occurred in trying to pull off that power slam.
I think he
but he seemed
overextended
to have
himself.
taken most of the damage. And now the Undertaker goes after him. Puts the head down. And Tugboat alertly brings the boot to the face.
What a mistake there by The Undertaker, just as he had reversed the tables, everything going in his favor. And now once again it's Tugboat, who's definitely on top, trying to put his mark on his back. He doesn't succeed again.
Now the Undertaker going all the way to the top rope. And Tugboat is flat out. He walks the rope. Grabs the elbow. Dead center into the chest. Here's the cover. And what a great match this turned out to be. Lord Alfred
Here is your
Hayes.
winner, The Undertaker.
I would say this is the first time I have really seen The Undertaker put to the test as he comes up against Tugboat. And he may have come out the victor, but he will long remember this encounter with a sailing superstar.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Devious One pacing in the squared circle.
Led to the ring by Mr.
Doesn't
Fuji.
like to wait very long, does he,
Weighing
Lord
in at
Alfred Hayes?
270
No, he's
pounds.
like royalty. He
Here
doesn't like to be
is
kept
Crush.
waiting. I never do either, Sean. I'm a little impatient when somebody keeps me waiting.
Little. Good shot there of Crush. Now under the direction of
And
Mr.
his opponent,
Fuji.
accompanied by Marty Jannetty.
Lions
Weighing in
waiting
at
for their
231 pounds.
6 o'clock
Here is
meal.
Rocker
Yes, that's why they were
Shawn
pacing.
Michaels.
Maybe a little roaring we'll hear from them shortly, too.
The Rockers come sailing in. And look at the folks here in Savannah. They love Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Shot to take home.
Yes, those two young men are excitement. One has to face that. Gosh, there's a nice-looking goal.
Nice
there.
T-shirt. Oh.
No goal.
This matchup, though, we're not going to see tag team action. We're going to see Shawn Michaels one-on-one. One half of the awesome force known as Demolition. Crush. Mr. Fuji getting some last-minute instructions to his young charge.
Yeah, Sean, it looks as if Shawn Michaels has brought his tag team partner in with him, Marty Jannetty, to counterbalance Mr. Fuji's appearance on the other corner.
I think you're exactly right. You think that's going to be enough, though? You
I
never
don't
know.
think so.
Perhaps Smash will make an appearance. And then will be big trouble.
No, I don't think that would happen, quite honestly. Mr. Fuji has brought Crush here. He signed this match for him. It's a big step up the ladder if he can beat Shawn Michaels. Don't forget, both of these men are very, very used to wrestling tag team matches.
Michaels already in a little bit of trouble. Ducks out of the way of that elbow. Well, perhaps could have ended it. Saw where it was aimed, right for his jaw, but Shawn Michaels was not there. Now Crush just deposits Michaels on the top rope. Michaels, great move there, does a quick flip. And comes back with a kick to the chest, but Crush still on his feet. Powerful clothesline, still not enough.
Crush is a big, big man, an almost immovable object.
Flying shoulder block finally takes him down, but then when he goes for the cover, Crush just bench presses him out of the ring.
And he threw him about 10 feet or so across and out through the ropes. That was great power displayed by that young man, Crush, who in my opinion is one of the most formidable stars at a very tender age of 24 in the World Wrestling Federation.
You can see at ringside there as Jannetty attempted to come around. Mr. Fuji standing guard with the cane.
My word, look at the strength and power of Crush. Oh, it went against him.
Wow. There's some military presses with Shawn Michaels. Finally, he'd had enough and used a leg scissor to bring down Crush.
Sean, this is tremendous wrestling by Jannetty. He's giving away a lot in pounds. He's giving away a lot in strength, but he's giving a lesson also to Crush in how a smaller man can take advantage of a bigger man.
A skilled smaller man.
Yes, very skilled. Look at those eyes of Jannetty.
Looking on nervously. Sure, he'd like to be in there.
I think he would. I'm almost sure he would. These two boys love a fight.
And they have won several.
They have indeed. Their name is in the record book, indelibly printed on the winner's side. Oh, what a move!
Man. Crush completely spins Shawn Michaels around and then turns it into a backbreaker. And you saw how hard he came down on that knee. Probably wondering at this point if he'll ever straighten up again.
Sean, can you imagine the timing, the precision, and the power needed to execute a move like that? That's one of the finest moves I have ever seen.
And then Crush makes it worse by hoisting Shawn Michaels up onto his shoulders for another backbreaker, another version of it. Slams Michaels down to the canvas.
Just a little too nonchalant with that cover. But Crush now in full control of this match, putting his authority very, very firmly indeed.
So far, he's been methodically taking Shawn Michaels apart. Now has him trapped in a bear hug. And one half of the Rockers not faring too well in this encounter so far.
Now Crush is punishing his man here, obviously sending a message to the other Rocker on the outside how easily he can handle at least one of them. What an illegal move that
Shawn
was by
Michaels
that
does
Michaels.
whatever it takes to get free.
Oh, is that how he
imagine just how much pain he was suffering.
Is that how you explain him deliberately?
I didn't happen to agree with what he did, Lord Alfred Hayes, but imagine if you're in that position, you'll do just about whatever it takes to get out of it.
Well, that's
of course,
your
you never resorted to those tactics.
Occasionally, when I was in the same predicament.
Okay, my point has been made. Thank you.
Let's get back to the belt here.
Locking his scissor lock around Shawn Michaels' midsection, trying to force the air out of him, and I think he's succeeding.
It looks that way, Sean. This really has been an incredible lesson in wrestling given by both Crush and Shawn Michaels. If ever there was a clinic that you could go to school by, this is it. These two wrestling beautifully.
Michaels having a tough time keeping both shoulders off the canvas. I'm sure Mr. Fuji is finding great pleasure in witnessing that.
Yes, he does indeed. He finds a sadistic pleasure in anything that his team, Crush,
may have a submission here. Your Lordship, there's two. Crush believes he's got it. Oh! 2 3/4. It nearly was over. Michaels fighting back furiously.
And biting furiously too. And there's a little tit for tat, some of his own medicine back there. I don't want to see this bout deteriorate into just a clumsy brawl, because both men have shown skills, remarkable skills, far beyond the achievement of many, many seasoned veteran wrestlers.
Well, I think both superstars are going to have to get control of their emotions, because there's a lot of anger, I think, involved between these two superstars right now.
There is indeed.
And it's getting the best of them. Crush going all the way to the top rope now. Shawn Michaels sprawled out in the center of the canvas. Comes down hard with the knee, but Michaels is not there.
And that is the first mistake that Crush has made, the first one that can really get him into a lot of trouble. And that was a bad, bad miss. Missed him by a mile.
And Michaels still can't get to his feet, but he's fighting anyway.
He's a scrappy
back
youngster.
up. Oh. I think in football they'd call that a clip, Lord Alfred Hayes. But it did what Shawn Michaels set out to do.
And look at
Took
this,
Crush right off his feet.
Both Mr. Fuji and, look at this, one of the Rockers on top of the rope there. And behind the referee's back, that's an illegal tactic if ever I saw one.
Referee slips in for the count. And he never saw it. And what a tremendous victory here for Shawn Michaels. And a little help from his friend, Marty Jannetty. We're going to get another look at what went down. It was Crush.
Yes, and this was behind the referee's back. His tension has been diverted by Mr. Fuji, who really, after all, is to blame for this loss by his man. But there the Rockers come out successful. Shawn Michaels, a brilliant victory for him, and no doubt the first of many, many in singles competition. This appears to be your normal engine. Nothing too bothersome here. Let me have a look. Oh! Pliers coming down.
Oh! Got him. Oh.
This is such a messy job. My gauntlets here are all covered in filth. Ah! Sean! I found the problem!
Oh, you have it? Oh.
Yes, here it is. Oh, you
That's
okay?
great. That's great. You found the
Jolly
problem.
good. There
Now
it
you
is.
can
There
fix
it
it. We
is.
can be on our way.
I said I found the problem, Sean. I can't fix it.
Oh, great. Well, coming up here on Super Tape 4, we'll get some cooking tips from the Bushwhackers. But right now it's time for a Coliseum video exclusive, a handicap battle featuring the Legion of Doom taking on the Orient Express and their manager, Mr. Fuji. Now what do we do, your lordship? We're miles from nowhere. I've got to be at this meeting. Look at me, I'm a mess.
You are a
I'll
mess
never
indeed.
get there.
Just look at the state of him.
The following contest is a special handicap match. 3 against 2.
Mr. Fuji looking in top physical condition.
Just maybe a slight excess of flesh around the middle.
Weight of 898 pounds. The team of the Orient Express and Mr. Fuji.
You think Mr. Fuji has spent perhaps a little too much time in the sushi hut to be effective in this encounter, Lord Alfred Hayes, or is he always dangerous?
He is always dangerous. Don't be deceived
That's what I
for
would
one
say.
moment by a little extra poundage around the middle.
Their opponents from Chicago, Illinois, at a total combined weight of 589 pounds. Here are Hawk, Animal, the Legion of Doom.
Well, if the Legion of Doom are concerned at all about the odds in this matchup after seeing their faces, I don't think they have a care in the world.
No,
They look very intense. Ready to get this match underway, a handicap battle. Hawk and Animal squaring off against Mr. Fuji, the devious one, along with Kato and Tanaka, the Orient Express. 3-on-2 in this exclusive matchup for Coliseum Video.
Fuji showed his experience then. He told his team to clear the ring when those chaps got in because there are steel spikes on those uniforms, or whatever you would call them, that they wear, and you certainly don't want to clash with those things.
Those are a different version of the American football pads, Lord Alfred Hayes. Somewhat customized.
Yes, they are very different.
Well, Mr. Fuji, little ritual here, praying to the gods of victory, I guess.
Yes.
But I would keep an eye on that bag of salt. It may come into play in this battle.
I don't think so, Sean.
Oh, you don't think for a moment that the devious one is capable of any questionable tactics?
Well, he already believes he's tricked Legion of Doom into coming into the ring. When they signed a contract, it was against Orient Express. Then Fuji pointed out, after their signatures were there, that he was a member of the Orient Express. And now here they are, 2 against 3. I don't think those odds are very, very good for Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom, you saw the exchange right there. Legion of Doom wants the referee to check out Mr. Fuji thoroughly. They are protesting. And he may have what we're seeing right there. Now it's in the waistband.
Yes, but I don't think he just gets used to putting it there, Sean.
Now wait a minute, Lord Alfred Hayes. Give me one good reason why he would want to keep that on his person.
Well,
except to use it to his advantage.
With the Japanese, it is a right that when they put the salt in their corner, the devils do not go there. They hate salt. And I would imagine that he doesn't want the devils around him either.
Well, if you've ever been close to Animal, he has a tattoo of the Tasmanian devil. And I would say Mr. Fuji's going to have a tough time keeping that devil away in this encounter if he dares to get into the ring.
Gosh, what
showing
power.
that incredible upper body strength. Animal catapults Kato across the ring. The only thing that was in his way hitting the canvas was his chest.
Yes, awesome
The only thing
power
that
there.
braces fall there.
Animal, a big, big man.
Kato gave it his best shot. Now tries another tactic, begging for mercy.
Yes, a sort of a delaying tactic, that hoping that Animal wouldn't close in on him again so quickly. My word. Oh,
Hit him with another chop. Animal glanced down as though a fly was bothering him.
yes, and look at Kato now. Trapped the Animal and caught him coming into the ring. I'm surprised Animal fell for that.
Now getting through the armor somewhat. So shaking up Animal a little bit. Not for long. Power slam. Now Tanaka comes in for some, and he's going to get it from both members of the Legion of Doom.
Oh, my word. Tanaka landed on his face there. I'm sure he must have, well, I don't know, he must be unconscious, surely.
I'd love to see a replay of that.
From about 20 feet high.
Tanaka
My word.
launched. I wonder if he scraped the lights up there near arena roof.
Fuji telling him in Japanese, I presume, to get up and get back in the ring. Well, it didn't happen to him, did it?
Well, the Devious One not too anxious to partake himself.
No.
And after seeing that, I can understand why.
Wow, what power that was. It was like being shot from a cannon.
Tanaka showing some bravery as he steps back into the squared circle. Tag made on the Legion of Doom. In comes Hawk.
He's also showing great durability to be able to come back into the ring after that devastating blow. What was that? He hissed at him.
That would frighten any man.
I think it would have frightened me, and I'm nowhere near him. Oh, gosh! Oh.
A devastating shoulder block.
Oh, my word.
Well, I would say when Hawk hisses at you, you had better watch yourself.
Run for the hills or something. Hide, do anything. Oh, gosh. I believe an American expression for what is happening now is that Hawk is cleaning his clock.
And a little interference there from Kato as the Orient Express figures out the only way to handle the Legion of Doom is a double team. Tanaka take it out. Kato tries to come in with a punch. Hawk caught it.
Hawk.
The Legion of Doom is just awesome.
Hawk showing. Look at this.
Animal not about to let Kato out of this one. Throws him back into the top rope. Hawk sends him back over. He doesn't want him either.
Well, both men have taken great punishment, but Mr. Fuji hasn't even been in the ring yet. Look at that damaging, crunching blow on the outside there from Animal. They are very, very satisfied with the way this match is going. A Legion of Doom.
And the way this match is going, I would say the Legion of Doom not too fond of the Orient Express.
No. They're treating them most disrespectfully.
So far, they have totally destroyed any effort on the part of the Orient Express to mount an offensive. Either Kato or Tanaka having much effect on either one of the massive superstars, and Mr. Fuji continues to stay clear.
Yes, he's director of operations on the safe side of the apron there.
Surprised he got dressed for this one. Could have still been in his top coat and his hat and his coat over there. Tanaka tries to come across with a head scissor.
Some great
and he's the one
moves,
who ends up scissored.
Some great
nearly
moves,
cut in half
by Tanaka, but to no avail. What is happening now? Watch Fuji. Watch him closely.
Oh, and there's the salt that he kept in his waistband there. It comes into play as we expected, and now, and only now, does Mr. Fuji dare to come into the ring. Animal blinded.
Great tactics this by the Orient Express. Mr. Fuji has wreaked the havoc and damage upon these that he was hoping to do, and things do not look good for the Legion of Doom.
Leapfrogs over the top right onto the back of Animal. The referee has no idea what has taken place. Animal gets his sight back. He ducks that clothesline and comes back to nail both Tanaka and Kato. In comes Hawk, and he is enraged. Getting a piece of both members of the Orient Express, and I'm sure he'd like to see the Devious One in there.
Hawk running amok. He's really destroying Orient Express, And a one for Mr. Devious, Mr. Fuji on the outside.
Little slingshot action. Animal hard into the corner. Kato takes the full brunt of it. Now launched all the way to the top. Hawk on the top rope. 360s, Kato. Here's the cover. Down goes the referee for the count. And Lord Alfred Hayes, let's get the official word. I would say you define this encounter as a decisive victory for the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal.
You're so right, Sean. They controlled this match practically the entire distance. There was a brief period midway through this when Fuji threw the sword and they looked to be in command, but Legion of Doom, Animal and Hawk came back and they registered a very impressive victory.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to another Coliseum Video exclusive. This time out, it's gourmet cooking tips with the Bushwhackers, or how to turn your kitchen into a parking lot overnight. I'm Gene Okerlund, and we're here in the Bushwhackers' very own personal kitchen. Stainless steel from top to bottom. Now, Luke and Butch told me they were going to be here. These fellas are never late. As a matter of fact, Luke, Butch, gentlemen, you know, these fellas are usually good for their word. They've never let me down before. Here they are.
G'day,
Guys,
everybody.
how you doing?
Welcome to our bush kitchen, Mean Gene. Oh, and yeah, we're going to show you gourmet cooking, bushwhacker style.
That's right, cousin. What's this? What's
you
this?
see, Mean Gene, this is the start of the whole dinner. You know, you started off with a salad, you know. Salads can be real bland stuff, right?
Real salad, right?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, toss, mate. Yeah,
Toss, of course.
Now, see, it's not just what you add to it, mate. It's what you got to do when you toss it. Now,
let's see it.
Should we tell us? Should we tell him our secret, Cousin Luke? Tell him, Cousin Butch. Well, you see, we've already told you the secrets in the tossing, but you've got to toss it bushwhacker style. Now, bushwhacker style is tossing it vigorously. That's right, Cousin Luke. That's the word, Cousin. Oh, yeah. Vigorously. And a very before.
Can hardly wait for
very vigorously. Let's show him, Cousin. Should we show him? Let's show him. Okay, mate. Have a look at this one, mate.
I don't think I can wait any longer, guys.
You dig it like this, guy. But and you start tossing.
Yeah, toss it.
Hey, wait a second, Cousin Luke. What's that, Cousin? Put a little up in here, mate. Oh, put him in there, Cousin. Thanks, mate.
What's that for?
Hey, guys, what's that for? Oh, what's that for? That's for Ron! Ron? Ron who? For later on! Yay!
You gotta be kidding me.
Yay! Very good salad, mate.
We all try to know a lot about good nutrition, a good diet. And a good diet starts with carbohydrates. What better carbohydrates than mashed potatoes? And the special mashed potatoes being put together here by the Bushwhackers. Fellas, what's happening?
Well, Mean Gene, carrying on with this gourmet cooking, you know, you've got to put the special flavouring in the potatoes to make them real good. Yeah, ingredients or a special one. Now, we have a real special one the Bushwhackers always use, and this is real special. It's Bushwhacker spices, right?
That's right, guys. Looks
and
pretty
it makes mashed potatoes real nice. With this spice, it's real nice. Put some in, Cousin Luke. Okay. Put some in, make it nice, man. This is what we do, Mean Gene.
All right.
We stick a little spice in there. What's the matter, Cousin Luke? Oh, yeah. That's what it is. That's what makes it really good. That's the way. Oh, yeah, lovely spice. Is it ready yet? Oh, yeah, that's the one we needed.
The special ingredient.
We needed that one, mate. Oh, I love them like this. Hey. I love them like this.
You know, when it comes to nutrition, no one is more conscientious than I am. I know the importance of vegetables, green leafy vegetables, like cabbage, like spinach. And for goodness sakes, Bushwhackers, we can't forget this, broccoli. They're the greatest.
Well, Mean Gene, in our main courses, the Bushwhacker always gives a little bit of greens, you know.
Yes.
But they do have a little slight problem sometimes, mate.
What is that?
Well, just a slight problem. That they sort of make you a little bit gassy, mate, you know?
Gassy?
Yeah, gassy.
Gassy.
Yeah. You okay, mate? Yeah, Mean Gene. Hey, you right, Mean Gene? Hey, what's the matter, mate? Broccoli, mate. Have some broccoli, mate. Hey, mate, you all right there? Hey, Mean Gene. Hey, Mean Gene, you okay, mate? Hey, Mean Gene. Come on.
Now then, there is no better way to top off a wholesome meal, a gourmet meal, than with a little dessert, a little something to soothe the sweet tooth, if you will. And this apparently is the dessert. Butch, look, what is this?
Oh, mate, all day. Luke and I have been baking this, mate. All day it's been in our ovens, and we've been doing it bushwhacker styles. And this is our specialty. This is walnut surprise cake. That's right,
Walnut surprise cake.
Yeah, walnut surprise cake. That's right, mate. That's our specialty. All day, Gene, all day. We've been over the hot oven. Oh, yeah, but this is the result. It's come out lovely too, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely, Mean Gene.
I can imagine it is, yeah. All right, I'll bite. What is walnut surprise cake?
What is walnut surprise cake?
I repeat.
Shall we tell him? Doesn't he know, mate? Should we tell him, do you think? I don't know, mate. Do you think we should? I don't know.
I'm clueless.
Should you think we should tell him? I don't think we should tell him, Cousin Butch. Okay, well, listen here. You see, Mean Gene, there, see in there? There's all the walnuts.
Yeah?
You know? And see, here, Mean Gene, see? And here is the surprise! Yay! Lovely, tell your mother!
How much of that hit in the furnace?
Yay!
Oh, yeah, mate.
You know, I was just standing here in the Bushwhackers' kitchen, this gourmet meal, and of course ruminating about the virtues of it all. That dessert, by the way, a little rich. But hey, guys, one thing occurred to me, Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch.
What's that,
What
mate?
about the main course? I think we forgot about the main course.
The main course, Mean Gene? Don't you know? You must know what the main course is, mate. Remember that time we were out in the desert and you came and joined us and we had that specialty of ours all together like? Yeah, you know the one. You remember me?
I know.
Yeah, the bushwhacker buzzard. Whoa! Doesn't he look so bloody handsome? He looks bloody great, mate.
I think that bushwhacker buzzard is fantastic.
Oh, you like it, mate? Oh, you look great, I love that bloody buzzard, mate.
Oh, that Bushwhacker buzzard was something else, Butch.
Oh, yeah, and you know, Mean Gene, if you like that one so much, we got a really good one for you next time. We'd like to have you for dinner, mate.
Wait a minute. You'd like to have me for dinner?
Yeah,
you don't have to.
Oh, we'd love to have you for dinner, Mean Gene. Why, Luke? Have you for dinner. That's right, cuz. Hey, Mean Gene, open up your mouth and let's try this. Oh, yeah, it fits, Cousin Luke. It fits, mate. It fits.
Wait a minute. You don't want me for dinner.
Yeah,
I'm getting out of here. Please.
Go on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See you next time for more gourmet cooking with the Bushwhackers. Bon bloody appetite! Yeah!
Lord Alfred Hayes, coming up on Super Tape 4 is the profile of the big boss man. I sure wish he'd come by now to give us a lift.
Don't worry about the boss man. I know the precise geographical location.
Oh, yeah, you've been doing an exceptional job so far.
I shall pretend to ignore that remark. As I was saying, I know the precise geographical location of an excellent motor repairman.
Lord
As a
Alfred
matter of
Hayes,
fact,
I don't know, about the van and all, but I've got a very important meeting. Look at me, I'm a mess.
you are a mess. You're a frightful mess. Look
Well,
at that jacket.
At least I still have the Super Tape with me.
I think you ought to buy another jacket or something. The shortcut here. Come along.
Do you have to use my jacket for a grease rag?
Put it on. Come along. Follow me.
Right now, let's take an up-close look at the big boss man. I don't know about this, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Don't worry. Place your trust and your faith in me completely.
Oh, great. I've done so well so far.
Ever since I came to the World Wrestling Federation, I've done one thing, and that's stand tall and proud for law, order, and justice in the World Wrestling Federation. That's what I stand for. That's what the uniform stands for. I'm an instrument of justice. Bottom line. Well, now, Coliseum Video wants to show you why I'm the law and order in the World Wrestling Federation by showing you 3 of my toughest matches against cunning and criminal minds in the World Wrestling Federation. Earthquake, a giant of a man. Barbarian, Bobby Heenan's #1 henchman. And yes, Bobby Heenan himself, a cunning and criminal mind. All three found out why the Big Boss Man is the law, order, and justice in the World Wrestling Federation, and Coliseum Video is bringing it to you. Here comes the Big Boss Man!
But here comes another powerful individual, the Big Boss Man. Makes his intention clear as he points to the earthquake. He's ready to press charges.
He certainly is a more svelte boss man than we've seen before. He still carries a tremendous poundage of weight on that huge frame. But this is an unusual situation for the Big Boss Man. He's actually in the ring with somebody who weighs at least 100 pounds more than he.
450 pounds to be exact when you consider the earthquake. And he has used that great mass to destroy a number of opponents. I'm sure that's exactly what he has in mind for the former prison guard.
Yes,
a little hesitant, though. He's not too anxious to get into the ring.
He is formulating something in his mind. Surely he and Jimmy Hart have gone over their game plan long, long ago. I know that Hart always requests miles of footage on his adversaries, and I'm sure he's watched every one of Bossman's match that there is on celluloid.
Now begins to stalk the Big Boss Man.
What do you think he has in store for the Boss Man? What sort of game plan do you think here, Sean? You're a good strategist.
I would say that he has one plan, Lord Alfred Hayes. Put the Big Boss Man on his back, give him the earthquake, or several earthquakes.
Squash it
Yes.
like a bug.
But that may sound simple, but it's not easy to do when you have Cobb County's finest in the squared circle.
No, you're absolutely right. And he seems to be taking his time. You know something? This is obviously now a psychological ploy by Hart and, of course, the earthquake they've cooked up between them. Just keep the Boss Man in the ring and psych him out.
Oh, your lordship, I don't know if you happen to notice, there's something missing from this encounter.
There is?
Yes, indeed.
Let me think. Let me try. Give me a clue.
You often hear it at ringside.
Somebody shouting out my name.
No, I wasn't talking about all the young maidens. Jimmy Hart does not have his megaphone.
Gosh, so he does not.
Now, you know what?
Right.
Perhaps they picked it up at Customs when he was trying to get into Canada.
Yes.
You can only hope that.
One would hope so. That pesky instrument that he keeps blaring through. Thank goodness. We're so close here to the ring that our ears would be suffering now.
Well, one unfortunate thing is they couldn't take away his voice, and I will be hearing that throughout the encounter. Shrill voice urging the earthquake on. Earthquake showing some power there. Sends the Big Boss Man into the corner.
A culture physique.
He's not exactly ready to join the WBF, is he?
No, I don't think so. he has a massive amount of muscle on that body, but it's not well cut and defined, is it?
He's not ready to do any bodybuilding.
And there's no symmetry there. Mind you, he is a tremendous power lifter. I'm told. I haven't seen him.
Oh yes,
in the gym.
Just look at those legs.
Yes.
Probably isn't enough weight in the gym for him to squat. Big Boss Man sees an opening, locks in a headlock. And I think they call that giving him the business.
He was giving him something there, and I think it was just a little bit illegal because he was certainly trying to shield that from the referee.
Earthquake trying to grab a handle on the back of the head of the Big Boss Man, but there's no hair back there.
No, and
Nothing to hold on to.
No, he staggered the earthquake though, and the earthquake's once again he's thinking this one out. That's most unusual. No, there isn't much hair.
Usually he goes after an opponent with reckless abandon. Give it a shot there. Big Boss Man showing some newly found quickness.
Yes.
A little lighter on his feet.
Yes, that's
bouncing around. The prize fighter. Not exactly the shuffle of Muhammad Ali, but moving quite well in the squared circle.
No, he doesn't float like a butterfly, does he?
Jimmy Hart's up on the apron now. Little strategy session.
Yes. A little bit late for that, Jimmy.
I suppose he was talking about what they're going to get for dinner later.
No.
Something more involved in that.
I would imagine definitely a lot more involved. He's probably telling him to resort to some illegal tactics of his own.
Well, Jimmy Hart is well versed in ruthless tactics. And now the Earthquake attempting to trap the Big Boss Man in the corner. And apparently that strategy has worked.
Hart must have given him good information. God, look at the way he just picks up 350 pounds with such ease.
Boss Man down for the first time. And rolls out of the way.
Oh, knockout!
Massive elbow. Jimmy Hart ventured a little too close to the Big Boss Man.
Boy, can he run! God, have you seen Hart move that quick before?
I think you'd call that running for your life.
Yes.
It's amazing how much speed you can come up with in that situation.
Yes, definitely.
Big Boss Man trying to get Earthquake out of the corner. He only comes out when he's ready. Oh, good move by the Big Boss Man. That's an old schoolyard trick.
Yes.
And if it works, why not?
Well, he got the Earthquake down on the canvas with that shot. And a thumb to the throat, and that is a damaging blow.
And a clothesline. Takes down the former prison guard once again. Resounding boos here in Toronto.
You can't get away with that right in front of the referee. But you can
if you have Jimmy Hart at ringside to distract him, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing how innocent Earthquake can look when the referee turns back, too.
Yes, and our Coliseum video cameraman taking us right into that action there so that we could see exactly what was taking place. I believe you know all these Coliseum video cameramen, Sean.
I know several of them, yes. I was going to say it's too bad that one of the Coliseum video cameramen wasn't the referee, because then he wouldn't miss anything.
No, he wouldn't.
Earthquake takes a chair. Happens to be the chest of the Big Boss Man. That'll take the air out of you.
It certainly will, and crush your ribs in too at the same time.
Jimmy Hart gets rather bold. Look how close he comes in when he sees the Earthquake has trapped the Big Boss Man.
You can bet your life as soon as Boss Man gets to his feet, if he ever does, Hart will take another run. Oh, my word, look at the look on the face of the Boss Man.
Lack of oxygen and incredible pain. I think that was a combination of.
Who is that on number 4 camera there, Sean, taking us right inside the ring?
That's Tony DePasquale. Very
He's a nice Irish
gifted.
name.
Quite. Big right for the Big Boss Man, but
right to the chin.
Answers back. Down goes the Boss Man again.
And this could be all over for the Boss Man. Here comes the huge splash. No, it's an elbow drop. Oh, golly. I think he's finished, Sean.
This time the Big Boss Man could not roll out of the way and took that entire blow. Whoa.
He doesn't want to pin him. He wants to crush him more. Oh, golly.
Question there whether or not the Big Boss Man could have gotten his shoulders off the canvas. The Earthquake merely put a foot on his chest, then decided not to go for the full 3 count. So
a back suplex, surely. No.
Atomic drop.
Boss Man in terrible, terrible trouble here. Just awful trouble. And the Earthquake is not going to be content with just a 1, 2, 3. He wants to put him right out of wrestling.
I think we've realized the real intent of the Earthquake. He's not out solely for a victory. He wants to end the career of the former prison guard.
Right here in Toronto, he wants to put a finish to the man from Macon County. Or Cobb County, is it?
It's close.
Yes.
450 pounds on the back of the Big Boss Man. Stepped on his head before.
Yes. And on his spine. And on his chest.
Boss Man off the ropes. Brings up the leg slowly. And suckers the Earthquake in. Nails him in the back of the head. We've seen him use that move before. I'm surprised the Earthquake fell for it. And he did fall.
He really did. I believe the Earthquake thought he mastered the Boss Man completely, but a great comeback here. He's picked up his courage and his strength with it.
2 big chops. Will 3 do it? Earthquake tied up in the top rope.
He's trapped like a fly in a web. Well, a big fly. Oh, gosh.
Body tackle. Jimmy Hart up on the apron. Should have stayed where he was.
Oh, he's knocked the little daylights out of the mouth of the South. He's closed that mouth for sure. Look out!
The Earthquake free now. Dino Bravo has come to ringside. He's back in the locker room area. So he was taking a shower, just put his pants on and came running out. And he distracts the Big Boss Man enough for the Earthquake to capitalize on it.
What
we should have had a disqualification or something.
Well, I don't know. He didn't actually interfere, but his presence certainly was a catalyst for a victory here by the Earthquake, who's now going to begin. No.
And now Tugboat comes in to clear the ring. He saw what Dino Bravo was up to and followed him, but he was not at ringside in time to help out the Big Boss Man as far as the decision went in this encounter.
If Tugboat had been just a couple of moments earlier in his arrival here, it might have changed the whole complex of this match, and we might have been seeing the hand of the Boss Man being raised and not that of the Earthquake.
The following contest.
Lord Alfred
is
Hayes,
scheduled
this
for one
is the
fall.
match I have been waiting to see.
Making his way toward the ring.
Well, I expect you have, but I really haven't, because I do think it's a shame when Bobby Heenan has been forced into this match against a man the caliber of the Big Boss Man. I mean, really.
I'm surprised he even showed up.
Well, he's not lacking in courage, that's for sure.
Oh, wait a minute, he has something to say.
I have a very important announcement to make.
Oh, what is this?
What has transpired between myself and the Big Boss Man is totally a mistake on my part.
There you are, you see?
I, at this time, would like to sincerely apologize to the Big Boss Man and to his lovely mother.
You're buying
I'm
this?
sincerely sorry.
Well, yes,
I'm
he's
sorry.
saying this in front of a lot of people here.
And I'd like to apologize to every mother here and everyone
That's
that has
really
a mother.
eating
You know
humble
how much
pie.
they mean to you. Now, I have sent a dozen roses to the Big Boss Man's mom, which she will receive tomorrow.
I think
and
it's
right
a
here
little
I
late.
have a WWF wrestling
Chip.
buddy of Hulk Hogan. And the Boss Man, as you know, is on the Hulkamaniacs at Survivor Series Thursday night. I would like to give him this gift right now to his lovely mother, and let's forget the match, cancel the match, we can work things out.
Well, I think that is Bobby the Brain Heenan's answer.
I'm sorry.
The entrance music of the Big Boss Man and the cold, steely stare of the Big Boss Man as he makes his way to the ring. I don't think he's ready to accept his apology.
They were really honest from the heart apologies. I mean, if I were the Big Boss Man, I would show people how forgiving I could
Wait a
be.
minute, Lord Alfred Hayes. For weeks now, the Big Boss Man has heard the derogatory comments he has made about his mother.
To Cobb County, Georgia. She'll get him tomorrow.
See?
Whatever I said about your mother
Sent
was
roses.
off color. It was totally uncalled for. I'm sorry. Let's forget the match and everything. How about it?
Well, maybe he will. Maybe the Boss Man
I'm
will
sorry.
apologize also. for his forcing Heenan into this match, shake hands and go back to the dressing room. That's the best thing that could happen.
I don't think the former prison guard is in a very forgiving mood. And he is showing his displeasure.
Oh, what a shot by Heenan. Oh, he was ready. He was prepared for the big boss man.
Oh, you still believe in those apologies now, huh? Nightstick to the midsection. Over the back.
And you tell me that isn't
and it's
taking
payback
liberty.
time.
That is not payback time. That is a brutal, violent attack on the
If
person of
Bobby
Heenan.
Heenan came here to apologize, why did he attack the big boss man with the microphone?
He was provoked. Boss man was trying to suffocate him
Put
with
a
the
Hulkster
belt.
down his face. Now he's going to have to pay the price. There's an easy cover. I think he whispered to Bobby Heenan, you move and you're in even worse trouble.
I think he did, but look at this. Here's a little salvation on the way. Haku.
Haku obviously waiting in the locker room for an opportunity to come out and ambush the former prison guard. But I think it was a big mistake.
It looks as if it was a big mistake, and look what he's doing. He's handcuffing Haku to Heenan.
And what do we have here? Bobby Heenan just hanging on for protection, and it's not helping Haku any.
Oh, gosh, look at this. But Mr. Perfect, then, he's equal to the task. And I don't think Bossman will be able to deal so readily with him.
Bossman has a roundup on his hand, and Mr. Perfect really punishes the big boss man. But after Haku and Bobby Heenan retreat, we're not seeing what has happened to the Flawless One now. And a big boss man right sends Mr. Perfect right over the top rope. And Lord Alfred Hayes, I think we have just witnessed an example of Cobb County justice.
Well, you could be absolutely right there. You know, I wasn't at all surprised by the easy victory that the big boss man had over Heenan. What I am surprised at is the way he dealt with Haku firstly, and then with Mr. Perfect. I mean, he really gave those two some tremendously punishing shots, and they had nothing with which to come back at him.
Well, this match could not have ended better for the superstar from Cobb County, Georgia, as he sent a clear message to the Heenan family. Don't mess with the big boss man. Great matchup. Alfred Hayes, and you can tell from the reception, he's a big favorite here in Toronto.
I knew you would say something like that about him. You've looked at his record the same as everybody else, seen that this man really gets beaten inside the ring, and of course you've latched onto that trail, haven't you?
Well, Lord Alfred Hayes, he certainly stands for law and order and justice in the World Wrestling Federation.
Oh, come on, I think that's illegal what he does with those handcuffs and that nightstick. How can he come in armed like that?
Like any law enforcement officer, sometimes you have to use force.
Well, I hope he has to use force on you a few times. You may change your mind about him then, very quickly.
Well, I don't intend on breaking the law.
Oh, I see.
Or to give him any reason to want to arrest me for anything.
Well, I hope not. I should think that you would be the last person to upset him or him.
I have had my brushes with the law, though.
Yes, I bet you have to. The way you drive that automobile about.
What do you mean by that, Lord Alfred Hayes? I was talking about parking tickets.
Oh, parking tickets at 100 miles an hour. Where were you parking?
It's a moving violation, I guess. Big boss man anxious to get this encounter underway. I can't imagine anyone who would be anxious to go into combat with the Barbarian.
No, you can almost feel the excitement here at the Maple Leaf Gardens. They're sitting here very patiently waiting for something to happen. And my word, fireworks will explode when these two clash.
I'd say that's a very close prediction, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Yes.
Look at the physique on the Barbarian. Massive neck and shoulders.
Tremendous upper body strength that man has. Great power. The trapezius so well developed. However,
Big boss man showing how well developed his fists are.
Yes.
And a boot to the jaw. Barbarian just hangs on long enough to be knocked over by a clothesline and then steps out of the ring. He didn't step, he rolled.
Yes, what a tremendous series of moves that was by the Bossman. Absolutely stunned. Barbarian knocked him clean out the ring, and now the Barbarian is trying to recover his thoughts, regroup, do anything. Stay outside, take a little rest and respite there, and then maybe come back for another battle.
Perhaps he's attempting to recover a few teeth after taking that boot right to the jaw. Big Bossman nearly took his head off.
In fact, there was so much power there by the Bossman, I wonder if it damaged the bottom of his boots.
No. I think at this point he's not too worried about that.
No.
He just wants to inflict more damage on the Barbarian.
The Barbarian looks as if he's been carved in granite. He looks so rock hard.
And the Barbarian, it's clear to see that he was enraged at what took place previous to him getting back in the ring. He plans to make the Big Bossman pay for it. Tries a hip toss. Bossman ducks out of the way of a roundhouse. Comes back with a clothesline of his own.
Sean, the Bossman's wrestling skills have never been questionable at all, but tonight he looks particularly sharp.
Your Lordship, we are used to seeing the Barbarian in the squared circle just toying with an opponent.
Yes.
Until he tires of the game and then just destroys him.
He does indeed.
It's very interesting to see him struggling, shall we say.
Well, I like that word interesting. Yes, it is interesting to see him struggling. He usually dictates the tempo. He dictates how the bout goes, all from his own vantage of really crushing his foes, but he's having no success at all here against the Big Bossman.
Well, here's a tough point, Lord Alfred Hayes. Do you think that in some ways it's a disadvantage to the Barbarian to find so little competition in the World Wrestling Federation? Because when he does actually go up against a very talented superstar, he's not used to having to go toe-to-toe with them.
That's a great point, a very valid point you make there, but a lot of that fault surely must lie with his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan, for hand-picking the matches for him. How did he get him into this one, and why isn't he here with him?
Only the Brain can answer that. But the Barbarian not finding too many answers in this encounter.
And that's probably why Heenan's not here. He didn't want to incur the wrath of the Barbarian by picking such a tremendous opponent for him.
Well, you know, the Brain has had a few problems with the Big Bossman. For his own safety's sake, he suddenly had another appointment.
Absolutely. Oh, wow! The agility of the Bossman went completely against him there. He seems to be hooked, Sean. No, it's got that huge body back again.
It's right over the top of the Barbarian as the massive superstar ducks. Nearly was impaled on the ring post.
Barbarian so disciplined with his moves. He takes his time, watches his man, picks out everything and delivers it with utmost effect.
Now the Big Bossman on the arena floor, and we didn't actually see it, but it looks as though he may have hit his head on the guardrail there, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Well, he was around the other side of the ring from
us. Or even
the
steps, could have been the steps.
Could have been either of those. They're both steel hazards there outside the ring. He certainly didn't expect to encounter them with his head.
No. Came out of there with such force.
Oh, there you are.
Didn't
the
have his
Bossman
time.
came to help him. Oh, I thought he was going to help him back in the ring.
Eventually, I'm sure that's what he has in mind, but has to do it the hard way. He's got a little work to do before then. Good view of that. As the Big Bossman was split in half. He was rammed into the ring post by the Barbarian.
There's Tony D. Pasquale with his #4 camera, giving us a real close-up of the Big Bossman here.
One of the fine cameramen for Coliseum Video, catching all the action. We are seeing a lot of it in this bout.
Oh, my word. Devastating action. Barbarian is so cruel, so brutal with his moves, and yet he's so icy cold inside. He must have a black cold heart inside that huge, massive torso.
Got a good shot there of the Bossman. So he was in so much pain, he was just trying to catch his breath.
Yes. And look at that once again. The Barbarian just takes his time.
Really beginning to enjoy himself. Bit of a weak cover. I don't think he even wanted this to be over yet.
No, I think you've got the right phraseology there, Sean. He is enjoying himself. That is his sadistic way of pleasure. It may be sheer happiness for him, but this is absolute misery for the boss man.
Barbarian keeps up his torture. That's basically what it comes down to.
Sean, one gets the
posing.
feeling, yes, taking time out there, a little hot dogging. One gets the feeling that Barbarian could really take this match any time he chose. However, look at Bossman, he is showing signs of energy. Do you think he has enough left in him to last this storm?
After suffering that flurry of axe handles to the pack, I don't know, Lord Alfred. Comes out of the corner right into the arms, and now the Barbarian is locked in his bear hug as the boss man goes from one form of torture to another. Really having his problems at this point.
He's got that nicely locked in. A little bit low around the back, wouldn't you say, Sean? But even so, very effective.
Well, also remember, your lordship, he has taken a great deal of punishment in that area. So the Barbarian perhaps just trying to capitalize on that,
Yes.
weaken him even more. You
True.
can see him screaming in pain. So obviously that area is very sensitive for the former prison guard.
And the Barbarian did have his head well tucked in a moment ago, although now he's brought his head up. He could be vulnerable, I don't know. Bossman, weak.
So he's nearly out.
Yes, not being able to offer a lot of resistance. There goes one.
There's two just falling limp. One more and it's all over. Doesn't even come down.
Great courage being shown by the Bossman, and he's struggling to find that extra reserve of energy that we know he carries somewhere. What is that, Sean?
Taking a bite out of crime. Or the Barbarian, rather. And that is enough to break him free. He had to do something. It was down to the point where either he resorted to the same tactics the Barbarian is capable of, or he would have lost this match.
That was certainly a desperate move, but it hasn't really given him too much respite from this savage and brutal attack by the Barbarian. Barbarian placing him for a sort of a situation move here, trying to get him geographically located in the ring where he wants him. No!
Now going up to the second rope. And the big boss man is helpless. Last second sees the Barbarian coming as he tries to walk the rope. And the Barbarian misses with that dangerous elbow.
And for once, the discipline and patience that Barbarian has shown all through this match backfired. He took a little too long that time, and he gave the big boss man a chance to very, very quickly move out of the way. And one can only hope now that the boss man has enough courage and strength to go with it to mount a comeback.
Boss man, obviously worn in this encounter, but he continues to fight, saving his energy as much as possible to the last second, and then igniting with blows. And they're now having their effect on the Barbarian. Good uppercut.
Oh, every one of those blows right to the jaw.
That delayed kick picks up the leg. And the Barbarian falls prey to it.
Barbarian went down flat on his
Rolls
face.
him over. Does not hook the leg, and the Barbarian able to break free rather easily.
That was awfully close. A really close call for the Barbarian. And once again, he's being tracked, baited, and caught by the...
This time he breaks up the leg.
Oh!
The last second, the Barbarian gets a hand on the rope.
And I really thought the referee had counted to 3 there. That really is a dangerous thing to do when you're in that situation. You should really lift your shoulder, not just put your hand on the rope.
And the Barbarian really waited to the last second. Rolls up the Barbarian, but he uses the leverage and brings the Big Boss Man over.
Great move by the Boss Man to escape that. He was certainly trapped there. Barbarian had him, but not enough power to hold that huge Boss Man.
And now they fight to see who can bring one up for the pile driver, but the Big Boss Man just comes over the sunset flip. Oh. The Barbarian nonchalant thought he had the pin. The Big Boss Man just brought up his legs and slammed his shoulders to the canvas.
The Big Boss Man.
What an incredible encounter this has been. Wait a minute, Haku has come into the ring. And he's going after the Big Boss Man. Little double team action by two members of the Heenan family. Perhaps getting revenge for the Brain as well. Double clothesline. Big Boss Man in big trouble. This one is already in the history books, Lord Alfred Hayes. Former prison guard registers a win over the Barbarian. That is not helping him right now.
It certainly isn't, Sean. I'm sure that the Barbarian was humiliated by losing that tremendous bout at the last moment. There were times, of course, when I believe he could have sewn that match up in his favor, but he adopted a very, very cavalier attitude, a very nonchalant way of dealing with the Big Boss Man, and it certainly didn't pay off.
The kick to the side of the head lays out the former prison guard, and Haku and the Barbarian very pleased with what they have just done. I imagine that President Jack Tunney might have a few things to say about their actions.
Well, this is his hometown, Sean. I'm sure he's here somewhere.
The former prison guard now just coming to and not liking the reality of what just took place.
Let us see exactly what did take place. Now watch this very closely. Here you'll see the Barbarian go for the perfect fall. He's got him. Now he's so sure that he takes time out to pose. But unfortunately for him, he's trapped by the Big Boss Man beautifully there. A great 1-2-3 by the Big Boss Man for a great victory. Barbarian must feel terrible, and Haku came in to help him in his misery. However, look at him, the Big Boss Man.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I've got to get to that meeting. Where are we?
Sean, I must say I admire your spirit of adventure, but why aren't you using the footbridge like any nature lover would do? Obviously you have no feeling for the call of the wild.
Footbridge? You didn't tell me about any footbridge. Right now, let's go to our feature matchup involving the Ultimate Warrior against Sergeant Slaughter. Your Lordship, wait up!
Come along, Sean. I have no time. We don't have all day.
It's a little tough to tackle these woods in a pair of loafers, you know. Not you, Alfred.
Please have attention.
Sit down, will you?
Wrestling Federation
Didn't say attention, though.
Scheduled for one fall. Coming down the aisle with General
Big dreams on the part of Sergeant Slaughter.
Well, he aspires to that championship, obviously.
Here is the challenger, Sergeant Slaughter.
Not only a cold and calculating look on the face of the demented drill sergeant, but a confident one.
Yes, he always comes into the ring oozing confidence, and certainly by his past record, he has the skill and ability to back that confidence up.
But it is amazing to me that he is feeling so confident stepping into the ring to face one of the most awesome superstars in the World Wrestling Federation for the WWF Championship. Ultimate Warrior. And this crowd lights up with the announcement.
The World Wrestling Federation Champion, the Ultimate Warrior.
And it is obvious just how anxious the Warrior is to get this battle underway with Sergeant Slaughter.
And I would say, judging by the reception he's got here, so is everybody else. They want to see him really punish the drill sergeant.
What a great matchup this is, Lord Alfred Hayes, a Coliseum Video exclusive. And they don't get any bigger than this. This is for the title.
They certainly don't, and we have our great cameramen here covering this crowd, giving us a close-up of what they look like. And now takes us right inside the ring with the Ultimate Warrior. You couldn't wish for anything better.
Nice view of the championship belt.
Yes.
But she has no intention of giving up in this encounter. But this is for so much more than gold, Lord Alfred Hayes. A lot of bad feelings between these two superstars.
There is indeed, and we're sure to see that come into play here. Look at that look of absolute determination and resolution on the face of the Ultimate Warrior. And that is what the sergeant has to turn around and look into in a moment, those steely eyes of the champion.
Despite the fact this is for the championship, Lord Alfred Hayes, I don't think it would matter as far as the intensity of this encounter, whether or not the title was on the line.
Right,
well, as they go to lock up, Sergeant Slaughter immediately establishes how he plans to handle this bout using questionable tactics. Kicking away at the midsection of the Warrior.
The sergeant obviously means to rough up the Warrior from the start here. His game plan is to absolutely destroy the Warrior and then, of course, take that championship title.
But the Warrior answers back. And now pummeling Sergeant Slaughter. Sent over the top rope, and he's caught on the bottom one.
Hooked up by that big lantern jaw.
Talk about a hook. Now, the crowd loves it here in Huntsville. And the drill sergeant is brought back in the hard way.
Oh, what a nice side buttock there by the Warrior.
Body slam as the assault continues.
Tremendous display of power there by the Warrior. The huge 310-pound sergeant being hoisted and thrown around. Look at that.
Goes into the corner with such force, he's sent right over the turnbuckle. Now he's on the floor as his commanding officer comes to his aid. I think those two better check their battle plan.
I think so. The Warrior's in full cry here. He is not to be outdone by anything at all that the sergeant has in mind.
The Warrior breaks up the meeting. Yes, Sergeant Slaughter and General Adnan go head-to-head.
Yes, their little conference didn't last too long.
Not at all.
And I like that crack about going head-to-head there.
Sergeant Slaughter now sent back into the ring as the Warrior wants this war to continue. And it certainly has been so far.
It certainly has, Sean. The Warrior brought the sergeant back into the ring. He wants to beat him fair and square, right in the middle, with a 1-2-3 or a submission. The Warrior observed all those heavy blows at the onset of this match.
Now the Warrior comes charging in and pays for it.
A little show of too much confidence there. His exuberance really overcame him as he slammed into that turnbuckle very hard on his sternum.
And now Sergeant Slaughter begins to torture the Ultimate Warrior, sends him into the timekeeper's table. And there is nothing that cannot be used as far as Sergeant Slaughter is concerned as a weapon in this encounter. Tables, chairs, whatever is handy. Warrior's head sent into the table again. Now he is taking a great deal of punishment.
He certainly is. And the referee's
trouble.
Count is going on. He stopped it twice, but now he's resumed that count, and both men are back inside the ring, and the sergeant definitely has the upper hand here.
Sergeant Slaughter doing what he does best. That is punishing an opponent.
Yes, you could say kicking the living daylights out of his opponent. Oh, gosh, Warrior looks to be in awful shape to me. This is a dire situation. We could see history in the making here. The sergeant could take that title so easily.
But the Warrior refuses to give up, although he is in bad shape at this point. Sergeant Slaughter keeps up his attack.
At the outset of this match, Sean, you said that both men wanted to punish each other and that the championship was only a byproduct of this match. It certainly seems that way.
And neither man has gone for a cover. So it is obvious that's exactly what they intend to do.
Yes, they're both exacting a measure of revenge against each other. And what a hard, tough match this Coliseum video exclusive is.
Sergeant Slaughter into the corner. Backdrop. Oh.
He'll never get up from that.
Sergeant Slaughter driven into the canvas like a rail spike. Now bounces off the ring post. Imagine the force that Sergeant Slaughter went into that corner.
He's taking tremendous punishment, and look at this, a clothesline from the rear, and he's got him, the Warrior's got him. He's taking his time, though. I don't understand.
The Warrior doesn't go for a cover. He wants to punish Sergeant Slaughter.
I think he wants to annihilate him. Sean, he's really concentrating on banging his head into that turnbuckle. And the Sergeant now in very, very dire straits.
Warrior wanted to reap some revenge before he ends this encounter. Both men slam into one another at the center of the ring, attempting clotheslines. And they both pay the price.
And the General shouting for the Sergeant to get to his feet, and if he does, the Warrior could have been counted out. No, the referee will have to take up the count again, I believe.
Incessant bantering of General Adnan continues, and has since the beginning of this match. Tries to pick it up for a body slam. The Warrior uses the leverage. Good count of two, but not enough.
No, the Sergeant lacking a lot of power now, Sean. He lifted it up for that slam. A neck breaker, and a good one, too.
The Warrior now in position to be covered. Sergeant Slaughter, slow getting there. It costs him. The Warrior fights on.
The Sergeant awfully close to becoming the World Wrestling Federation champion right there and then. And another attack.
Slow cover again, does not hook the leg. And Sergeant Slaughter definitely showing his fatigue.
He certainly is showing the signs of a lot of wear and tear at the hands of the Warrior. If the Warrior could only make some sort of comeback here, a resurgence of strength and energy, he could take the initiative away from the Sergeant.
Tries to roll him over again here. Again, the Warrior gets a shoulder off the canvas.
A lot of courage, Sean, being shown by the Warrior.
And Sergeant Slaughter now going for his patented move of the camel clutch. Finally gets both arms up. And now he wants to see a submission. But the Warrior, you can see clearly shaking his head no.
And a submission will win this championship for the Sergeant.
What reserve the champion has. He is not about to let go of that championship belt.
Oh, he's won this championship. No. What is it? The referee. What is it?
Oh, the Ultimate Warrior got his foot up on the rope. Sergeant Slaughter thought he had gotten the submission, but that is not the case. And now the Warrior finding strength from above and this crowd here in Huntsville.
Oh, look at that. Tremendous shot by the Warrior. And that's just what this crowd here, this packed house was hoping would happen.
Series of clotheslines. And now it's Sergeant Slaughter who is in serious trouble. And General Adnan watches helplessly from ringside.
And how quickly that pendulum swings.
Shoulder block, down goes Sergeant Slaughter.
The Sergeant had full authority over this match and didn't want to go.
There's a splash, and the count.
Got it.
What an incredible encounter we have just witnessed here. Lord Alfred Hayes, this is definitely a Coliseum exclusive that we will so long remember. Back and forth between these two superstars.
Indeed it was, Sean. The sergeant must be cursing himself right now because several times through this match he had the ability to pin the Warrior. However, his mind was besotted with revenge, and that's what he wanted, to make the Warrior suffer. He did that, but he did not win that all-important belt that the Warrior is so proudly displaying.
Several times during this encounter, the Warrior was down and looked like he was going to lose championship belts. But once again, he answers the gods.
What a perfectly splendid day, Sean. What a lovely day in the forest this is.
I don't know, Your Lordship. It seems like we've been walking around for hours. Sure we're not going around in circles? These two trees look awfully familiar.
Sean, I can assure you, you have never seen these two trees before.
Wait a
I know
minute, hold
precisely
on
where we
here.
are, the geographical position
Isn't
that
this
we're...
your glove?
It is. Gosh, what a wonderful retriever you are. I lost this half an hour ago. You are a splendid retriever.
Certainly seen some great action right here on Super Tape 4. Don't forget, keep an eye out for Coliseum Video's next offering, the second annual Battle of the WWF Superstars. For Lord Alfred Hayes, I'm Sean Mooney. We'll see you next time. Now, Your Lordship, we really got to get going. Lord Alfred Hayes? Alfred? Fine. I need him. I'll get to this meeting on my own. I still got the Super Tape. Alfred?